I'm here to support free speech.
Say ho ho! Hey hey! Free speech in schools has got to stay. Ho ho! Hey hey! Free speech in schools has got to stay. Ho ho!
Well, I'm here because I believe in First Amendment rights, and I believe that those rights apply to students as much as they apply to other people.
Following Tinker, schools have been favored in freedom of speech cases, and we're going to see today if that trend continues or whether or not we're going to see a reversal. So this case will be very important.
Also, I think it's really interesting that it got here today. I thought free speech is pretty cut and dry, that you're able to have free speech in America, and I just wanted to see what would happen.
I'm actually a high school teacher, and I'm inclined to side with the student on this one.
And I think everyone deserves a right to have a say of how their society is run, as long as it's within the laws. And
there's some students right here from Georgetown who are here. It'd be like if they put up a protest sign and their professor gave them an F on the paper they're supposed to write just simply because they exercise free speech rights while not on campus, not during school.
Good morning. We came here to the Supreme Court because we had a deep concern about what the argument on the other side might do to free speech in this country for many, many thousands of American citizens.
You have to be really careful about the kind of standards the court sets forth, because what's being advocated would really wipe out 40 years of case law and protections for basic free speech across the country.
We need to encourage students to speak up in the schools and to have free speech rights, and so I'm here to encourage the court to rule in favor of students' right to free speech. And the young man that unfurled the banner had a lot more to say than the message that was on the banner itself. I've spoken with him, and I'm quite clear that he was speaking up for the right of all students to free speech.
There's a reason why the First Amendment is first. That deals with all our ability to engage in our own philosophical and ideological pursuits and to practice freedom of religion and to express ourselves. Free speech in the schools is incredibly important because the school system is where the children of our country, the leaders of tomorrow, potential voters, this is where ideas are born and where students can have the opportunity to discuss politics and to discuss social issues and sort of form their own identity and political ideologies. And any attempt by the school administration to clamp down on that hurts not just the students' own ability to express themselves, but really our society as a whole as far as having broad debate.
I thought it was a good hearing. The justices were well prepared and were particularly interested in the free speech arguments that we advanced, and I think sympathetic to the idea of not putting school administrators in the position where they can suppress or punish student speech merely because they disagree with it.
We're visiting Washington, and we thought this would be an interesting case to come see about free speech and everything. I'm hoping that they'll rule that the kid shouldn't have gotten in trouble because it's free speech, and he was across the street from the school, so.
When I first read it, I can see why a lot of people would instinctively sort of side with the principal on this issue, but I think when you look at it a little more, it's something that the child's parents need to regulate, not the principal. Children do have free speech rights, and those need to be protected.